Let's move on to another special report. Bollywood is in a funk. It has been over 2 years now, ever since the pandemic forced cinema halls to close. There were a couple of hits here and there, but on the whole, the magic is yet to happen. So far, 2022 has been a year the industry would like to forget. Over 25 movies have flamed out spectacularly at the box office, resulted in losses worth over 2,000 crore rupees. But CNBC-TV18 Santia reports that there is still hope.
Aamir Khan's Lal Singh Chadha had a lot riding on it, not just for the film's producers, but for Bollywood as a whole. Many had been hoping the film would spark the end of the box office lull the Hindi film industry has been going through. But it was not to be, because theatres were largely empty, even though it released over the long Independence Day weekend.
इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है भाई?
The 180 crore rupees movie barely made 55.83 crores, with many theatres cancelling shows. Akshay Kumar's Raksha Bandhan, which released at the same time as Lal Singh Chadha, met a similar fate, and it wasn't alone. Ranbir Kapoor's Shamshera, Akshay Kumar's Samrat Prithviraj, Kangana Ranaut's Dhakad, to name a few, have also not managed to entrance audiences. Of the over 58 theatrical releases from Bollywood in 2022, only 3 have managed blockbuster collections. The Kashmir Files, which made 252 crores against a budget of 15 crores, Bhul Bhulaiya 2, which has made over 260 crore rupees against a budget of 70 crores, and Gangubai Kathiawadi, which has made over 210 crores against a budget of 150 crores. Experts say the trend is worrying not just for the industry, but for allied business segments.
This quarter, typically, we are going to see a huge decline in terms of box office because Lal Singh Chadha has not done well, Raksha Bandhan has not done well. There are other films also lined up. Brahmastra also, the expectations are not that very big. I think in terms of numbers, you're going to land up somewhere close to 40 to 45% lower versus pre-COVID levels.
Experts add that there are multiple factors at play here, but the biggest seems to be
the poor content. Bollywood is churning out poor content, and that's why people are not going to the cinemas. Earlier, in the pre-COVID days, stardom worked. Today, stardom nahi. It is content that is working, and if it is bad content, no amount of star value is really coming to the rescue of those films.
The other is the high cost involved with going to cinemas. Given rising inflation, discretionary spending is falling.
Ticket prices are higher, close to 20% versus pre-COVID levels, and that's also somewhat, kind of impacted frequency of the audience.
And audiences have become discerning.
The audience is spoiled for choice. They've got so much of choice, whether on OTT platforms or in cinemas. World cinema they are consuming, world web series they are consuming. Secondly, because they are exposed to world cinema and world web series, their standard of appreciation has gone up.
Fueling this trend are OTT platforms which offer cheaper alternatives. Bollywood is also facing tough competition from regional cinema, especially South Indian cinema, against a budget of 400 crores. The cancel culture has also invaded Bollywood, which is not helping matters, though many believe the impact of this has not been significant.
It is not making any difference to box office. The real box office figures depend on the performance of a film. If the film is good, irrespective of all the controversies, irrespective of all the boycott bandwagon, people will come to the cinemas and watch the film.
There is also a belief that the lull will be short-lived.
Picture abhi baki hai mere dost.
Experts believe that the Hindi film industry is likely to continue facing some hardship for next 2 to 3 quarters, after which there could be some relief. Many are looking to big releases like Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor's Brahmastra, Akshay Kumar's Ram Setu, and Ajay Devgan's Thank God to possibly pick up the slack and turn things around. The question, of course, is whether the success of these films, if they are successful, will be the start of an uptrend or a flash in the pan. Experts are betting on the former scenario and say that all it will take to end the troubles is one great movie.
All right, let's hope that the fortunes of Bollywood filmmakers turn in the year 2023.